UAW prioritized, they're all in for the electric vehicle shift, and one of their priorities when they were striking, the big three, which people said they were like, they'll never win this, they can't even legally raise this, is they want the new electric vehicle plants being built by these companies to be unionized and be safe and decent pay, and they have demands a pathway for unionization for those workers. There was a strike at this train manufacturing plant in Erie. UE, yeah, electrical workers, which is like the most left-wing independent union in America.
They are best understood by our German friends as they would be the union.
Yeah, yeah. And, they struck for a couple reasons this past summer. But one was that they want to build green locomotives. They live in the communities that are polluted by these old trains, and they have the union that can actually back the political education and mobilization and be willing to strike over the question of worker input and say and control in the future of industry, which feels like futuristic in other sectors in the United States. No one talks about that. That is starting to be talked about a bit more in the UAW, but so there's a real range. And I think one contextual thing here is that the United States does not have a Labor Party or any left-wing party. And so I think the sort of historically, the left in the United States ends up kind of pushing these politics through unions. That's the only kind of space for democracy that exists for a lot of people in this country. It's probably more true than ever. So when you see, the one thing I have, both me as a regular worker or me as a radical, to kind of like change the world and change the conditions of my life in my community is a union. Okay, well then we also want our unions to address X, Y, and Z because we have no political to do that, which I think has real problems and some kind of strengths.